Thursday morning, and always time to check in on a Thursday with BBC CWR's movie critic, James Luxford from Stratford-upon-Avon, with us this morning, again on CWR. James, morning to you.
Good morning.
James is going to pick good, the bad, and the on-demand picks for this weekend at the cinema. So let's start, James, with your good, please.
We're starting with another round in cinemas on Friday, and it's an Oscar-winning Danish drama starring Mads Mikkelsen as a depressed teacher who tries to improve his life by conducting an experiment involving alcohol. And here's the lead actor, Mads Mikkelsen, talking about how the unique Danish relationship with alcohol influenced the film.
If you work in France and you have lunch, a three-set meal, and then you have a really nice bottle of red wine on the table, and everybody drinks a glass of wine and everybody's happy and go back to work. If there were bottles of wine in Denmark, people would stay until all the alcohol was gone. It's a very different approach.
I love how you introduced that, James. Denmark's unique relationship with alcohol. That's wonderfully described there by Mads Mikkelsen. What's the movie like?
I really like this. It's sort of an exploration of sort of middle age and mental health wrapped around an interesting premise where sort of he and his group of friends find out this philosophical theory that keeping your blood alcohol level above a certain amount, it actually improves your mood and in creativity and things like that. And of course, it begins to work initially, but eventually things go awry. And it's sort of a bit tragicomic. It's got some drama elements, but it's also got some darkly funny elements. I think Mads Mikkelsen is brilliant in it. It's one of those movies where you see a foreign language film that does very well, and then sort of a couple of years down the line, a slightly less brilliant American remake is made, and I can see this sort of being watered down by Hollywood eventually. So catch it now while you can.
It's another round. It's in Danish, and it is, as you say, James, doing the rounds at the moment. That's your good. What's your bad for this week?
My bad this week is Freaky in cinemas from Friday. It's a horror comedy where a teenage student accidentally swaps bodies with a serial killer played by Vince Vaughn.
Guys, he's here somewhere. He's wearing my body and he's wearing my face. He's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. And if we don't capture him first, God knows how many people he's going to kill.
I'm going to guess. I mean, Vince Vaughn's done some great stuff, hasn't he, over the years? And we all remember the breakup with Jennifer Aniston. He was fantastic in that. But I'm going to guess that this one didn't quite come off for you.
No, not for me. This was a hit in the US last year, and it is a sort of a novel twist on the slasher movie, but it just didn't do it for me. I think it ran out of steam towards the end, and I think, as you said, Vince Vaughn has a number of hits to his name over the years, but I think just here, it didn't quite come together for me.
Okay, that's the bad for this week. What's your on-demand pick?
My on-demand pick is Ant-Man on iPlayer now, and it's a Marvel movie starring Paul Rudd as a petty thief who is given the ability to shrink using a remarkable suit.
Imagine a soldier the size of an insect. The ultimate secret weapon.
If you give godlike powers to everyone, it's going to be chaos.
So how do we stop him?
By knowing I.
Yeah, another in the Marvel franchise, of course. And I can remember watching this when it came out and really quite enjoying it with the kids.
Yeah, I like it. It's one of the lighter Marvel Avengers movies. A great cast too, with Michael Douglas playing Ant-Man's mentor and Evangeline Lilly as his partner fighting evil. I think with Marvel returning next week with Black Widow, this is a fun way to sort of build up back to that kind of all-action Marvel movie, but with a little bit of comedy that I think younger viewers will definitely appreciate.
Good stuff. Ant-Man is available on iPlayer now, if you're going to have a look for that. And that is James's on-demand pick for this week. Been watching your tweets this week. You've been following England as well in the footy, haven't you? You any plans for Saturday?
We are in Birmingham, and some friends are coming up to visit, obviously safely, of course. But as soon as that result came out, we went about booking tables so that we could secure a place to watch the football. But very excited, very exciting time. As I said on Twitter, I was lucky enough to live through Euro '96, and I remember Chris Evans, the TV presenter, saying it felt a bit like Christmas. And I think on Tuesday, when all that went in and Wembley was buzzing and everything, it felt a little bit like that again.
Yeah, really was. And hopefully we'll continue the vibe right the way through after the match on Saturday as well. James, good to hear from you as ever. And James's movie picks every Thursday morning for you here on BBC CWR, our movie critic from Stratford-upon-Avon,
Phil Upton.